You see this?
So, I take it you believe in UFOs, do you?
I'd have to say yes to that.
I ain't the least bit surprised, son.
Yeah, man. I have seen a UFO before.
Where? In your dreams?
When I was on vacation in New Mexico a few years ago.
No drugs involved.
A little weed. No hallucinogens. I gave them up a while back.
Maybe a little sideways, you know? Huh? Like that?
A couple of belts. Not drunk.
You're dying to tell me about this, aren't you?
No, not especially. Not a lot to it. It was way off in the distance.
So when you said to me this was not like a close encounter, it's like a little distance there, look.
Miles away. I had to use my binoculars.
Son, what makes you think this was a UFO?
I got that feeling.
You got a feeling, right? You got a feeling.
Yes. And it was freaky.
I think you're freaky.
You don't believe in UFOs?
Well, no, not really.
I actually know people that have met them.
And who would that be?
Nick and Brandon, the Haggard twins. I've done a lot of reading and research on the whole subject, and I am convinced they are real.
We got no proof.
There is proof. You've heard of what happened at Roswell, New Mexico. There was a UFO crash site, and remains were recovered.
No. See, that's not true, man. That's not true.
Oh yes, it's documented.
I ain't seen none of this documentation, son.
It's classified.
Who has it?
Those with a need to know.
How in the hell do you know?
Common knowledge.
If that be the case, explain to me how come? We ain't got no aliens on display around here.
Man, they can't put them on display. It would create a worldwide panic. People would freak out if they knew aliens were real.
Oh, really? If that's the case, why in the hell ain't you freaking out?
Because I am a cool customer. You've heard of Area 51, haven't you?
Area 51, Roswell, same old.
Area 51 is a whole nother ball of wax. Top secret research. That's where they took the aliens that crashed at Roswell.
And so what you're saying to me now is that we got some aliens?
Several, from what I understand.
Okay, yeah, fine. And you got this on a need-to-know basis, huh?
UFO really stands for unfunded opportunity. A lot of technology that we have today that is based on intelligence that we gained from their aircraft.
And we got a spaceship had to deal. Holy cow.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, slow this thing down. So let's try and be rational for a minute. We got no proof. By proof, I mean something that you can prove to people like me, okay? Not you. Like me. You get it?
Now, if my grandfather was here, he could explain it to you. He used to work at Area 51.
Yeah, I'll say.
He was a scientist. He worked for NASA.
An aerospace engineer, huh? Top secret. Don't you tell me.
He lived in New Mexico at the time.
So did your grandfather divulge any deep, dark secrets to you about any of this stuff?
No. But he did show me something that was pretty cool once.
Oh yeah? Wait, what?
He showed me some metal that had some pretty strange writing on it. It was about the size of a big letter, but flat. It had a hole in one end and a slot at the other.
What was so strange about the writing?
It was hard to focus on because the letters were so deep.
Your grandfather still alive?
No, he died 10 or 12 years ago. My grandmother a couple of years later.
Is that right? No. Who ended up with this relic?
My grandfather kept it.
Yeah, I caught all that. What I'm asking you is what happened to it when your man died?
He was buried with it in his vest pocket.
They buried it with him?
With full military honors.
What a shame. What a shame.
He was a good man.
We could get our hands on that daggone thing. We could create quite a stir.
Really?
Your grandfather had something he shouldn't have. How he got it, I don't know. Don't care. Point is, it's illegal to have it. He owned it. But, and I'm just assuming that Grandpa was planning on taking this little secret to the grave, which is, well, that's obviously what he did.
Huh. Ain't that something?
Are you sure that's what happened to that relic?
Oh, I'm sure. I was at the funeral. I remember my grandmother slipping it into his vest pocket with him laying in the casket. Man, I really wish the fuck he had left it to me.
So your father didn't even know about this?
No, my grandfather did not trust him to keep a secret.
No, that's good, that's good, that's good. So, it'd be safe to say, you're the only guy on the planet that knows where that relic is. Am I right?
Yes.
Son, do you have any idea what that little chunk of metal could be worth?
Do not know. Do you?
I don't know. Wild guess, several million. You ain't the right buyer.
Really?
Well, you know, selling this mofo wouldn't be that easy. But I really think it could bring a pretty hefty sum. You know what I'm saying?
Too bad it's gone.
No, it's not gone. It's safely in the vest pocket, just where your sweet little grandmother put it all those couple years ago. Still there. Guaranteed.
That's what I've been saying.
Let me ask you something. What would you do if you had, say, $2 million?
Cash? That'd be cool.
Okay, Sparky, here's the deal. We can figure out a way to get our grubby little fingers on that thing. I'm sure we can come away with this with quite a bit of cash.
Forget it. I am no grave robber.
Forget it, neither am I. I'm going to think about that, like as a last resort. The question at hand, okay, is, are you willing to help me to help you to get rich?
Hey, I just don't want to go to jail over this.
Jesus Christ, relax, kid. I don't want to go to jail either. I got a pretty good idea on how to get a hold of this relic. Now, do you know where he is buried?
He's in a small family graveyard out in the country.
A family graveyard.
Western part of Tennessee.
That makes grave robbing sound easy, don't it?
I just really don't like the idea of that at all.
No, see, it ain't that tough. We'll go in there. We tell him, your relative, we're going to relocate the grave. We rent a hearse, a couple guys with shovels, get a couple permits. No big deal. I know some people. We'll work this out.
That might work.
Oh, yeah.
What are we going to end up doing with the body?
Good question. I mean, we could burn it.
What? That's my grandfather. We can't burn him.
No, it ain't a big deal, son. We wait a day, we take him back, tell him there was a snag, put him back in the ground, no harm, no foul. We move on. See? Simple. Simple.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, it might be a couple of details we got to work out, but I think I can handle this one.
So you think we could pull this off?
Hell yeah. I do. I certainly do.
$2 million.
Could be more. Could be a hell of a lot more.
How are we going to split the money?
You put it in 2 equal piles, so you half.
How much am I going to get?
You get half.
How much is half?
Half at this point is half. Okay? Now we get somebody to make us an offer, and we get payment. We take that amount and you cut it in half. Then you got half. You understand?
I get half.
You're making me work for this. You know that, right?
Yes.
Good Lord, man. We got to come up with a cover story.
A cover story?
Somewhere along the line, son, we have to explain where we got this thing from, and it's going to have to be a place that cannot be disputed. You got it?
We could say we found it anywhere.
Yes, but no. I mean, you could say you found it at a freaking bus stop in a taxi, but people would wonder, how did it get there? We don't need people inquiring, okay? What we'll tell them is, we found it on a beach. Nobody knows if it washed up yesterday or 1,000 years ago. They look no further, and that's cool. See, that's the deal right there.
I like it. The sands of time.
Exactly. And how long have you known about this relic?
30 now. So 25 years?
Do you remember exactly what this thing looked like?
Pretty much. I took art. I could draw you a picture.
Good idea. I like to see what I'm looking at here. Yeah. Know what I'm fishing for. You know, you get it? Fishing?
Give me a pencil and paper.
How you doing over there, Picasso?
Oh, finishing touches. Here you go.
This is it?
Yeah,
This is it. This is what it looked like.
pretty much spot on.
You're kidding me. Son, this is a military dog tag. You got that? It's a military dog tag. My word.
So, how much do you think an army dog tag's worth?
It's priceless.
Still believe in UFOs.